Let me ask you something. What does true wealth mean to you? Is it the flashy cars, the Instagram-worthy vacations, or maybe that designer watch everyone notices? Or is it something deeper, quieter, smarter? What if I told you that most of the smart financial moves people swear by are actually traps designed to keep you poor? Yep, those same investments your neighbor brags about, your financial advisor pushes, and even your family swears by could be costing you thousands without you realizing it. Today, we're diving deep into 7 sneaky assets that look brilliant on paper but secretly drain your wallet, and how you can avoid them. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap to stop playing by the old rules and start building real wealth. So grab your coffee, sit back, and let's uncover the secrets the wealthy don't want you talking about. 1. Buying property as a guaranteed investment. Let's get real for a second. How many times have you heard someone say, real estate is the safest investment? It's almost like financial gospel at this point. But here's the thing, not all property is created equal. If that shiny new condo or vacation home isn't putting money in your pocket every month, it's not an asset. It's a liability masquerading as wealth. Think about Mike from Chicago. He bought a mountain cabin thinking it was his golden ticket to financial freedom. Fast forward 5 years, and he sunk over $50,000 into maintenance, taxes, and repairs. Meanwhile, his colleague Sarah invested the same amount in a rental property that now generates $600 monthly after expenses. Who's winning? Sarah's property pays her, while Mike's property drains him dry. The lesson here? Smart investors don't just buy properties. They buy properties that pay them. The wealthy understand something most people overlook. Cash flow comes first, appreciation second. Before pulling the trigger on any property, crunch the numbers. Mortgage payments, taxes, insurance, maintenance reserves, property management fees, and vacancy allowances. All of these need to be accounted for. Only if the property still generates positive monthly cash flow should it even be considered. Tools like Roofstock or Fundrise can help you find income-generating properties without the emotional baggage of buying something, because it feels right. And let's talk about that dream vacation home everyone fantasizes about. There's nothing wrong with wanting one, but build a portfolio of cash-flowing properties first. Use part of that passive income to fund your dream property later. That way, you're not draining your resources, but reinvesting your gains. Here's the brutal truth. The average American spends over $9,000 annually on hidden ownership costs like maintenance, property taxes, insurance, and HOA fees. Over 10 years, that's nearly $90,000 gone, just to break even if the property doesn't appreciate. For many, this is a harsh reality they face when they buy emotionally instead of strategically. Real estate can absolutely build wealth, but only if approached with discipline and clarity. The next time someone tells you, buy property, it's always smart. Ask yourself, is this gonna make me richer, or is it just gonna make me busier? Remember, true wealth isn't about owning things. It's about owning assets that work for you. 2, keeping all your money in savings. Raise your hand if you've been told to save diligently because it's safe. Spoiler alert, it's not. Let me hit you with some numbers. Most savings accounts pay less than 0.4% interest, while inflation runs at over 3% annually. That means your hard-earned money is losing value while sitting in the bank. Janet from Portland kept $50,000 in a traditional savings account for security, only to lose over $15,000 in purchasing power to inflation. Her brother Tom, on the other hand, moved his money to a high-yield account paying 4.5%. And guess what? He gained purchasing power instead. Same safety, both FDIC insured. Dramatically different outcomes. Does that make you rethink where your money is parked? The solution is simple. Respect your money enough to give it room to grow. Online banks like Ally, Capital One, or Marcus by Goldman Sachs offer significantly higher rates than traditional brick-and-mortar banks, often with the same FDIC protection. For longer-term savings, consider I-bonds, which automatically adjust with inflation. Here's the kicker. Moving your funds takes less than 30 minutes online, and could save you thousands over the next few years. Why would you settle for a measly 0.4% return when you could earn 4% or more? Traditional banks aren't designed to grow your wealth. They're designed to use your deposits to grow theirs. Take control of your financial future by ensuring your money works as hard as you do. Think about this. Would you rather sip your coffee worrying about hidden fees or knowing your money is compounding quietly in the background? It's time to stop letting inflation eat away at your savings and start demanding better. The financial industry thrives on complacency, but you don't have to play along. Whether it's switching to a high-yield savings account, exploring I-bonds, or simply educating yourself on better options, the power is in your hands. Don't let fear of change keep you stuck in outdated strategies. True financial security isn't about hoarding money. It's about making it grow. 3. Buying a brand new car as a reward. You've worked hard your whole life, raised a family, built a career. You deserve that shiny new car in the dealership window, right? Wrong. Here's the cold, hard truth. Buying a brand new car in or near retirement isn't a reward. It's often a financial setback disguised as a victory lap. The average new car loses 15 to 20% of its value the moment you drive it off the lot. Within 5 years, it's typically lost over 50% of its value. Let that sink in for a second. Half of your money gone. Just like that, take Jim from Texas, who opted for a slightly used version of the same car he desired, saving $15,000 up front. 5 years later, both cars depreciated similarly, but Jim's initial savings continued compounding. Tools like Carfax and pre-purchase inspections ensure quality. Or, if you must have something new, leasing might be a better option, though rarely the most economical choice. The smarter alternative? Buy certified pre-owned vehicles or models 2 to 3 years old. These cars avoid the steepest depreciation curve while still offering reliability and warranties. Consider this. A $50,000 SUV becomes a $22,000 liability within 5 years. Where did that $28,000 go? Straight into thin air. For those over 40, the opportunity cost is even more devastating. That $28,000 loss isn't just money gone. It's money that could have been generating returns in your retirement portfolio for years. Invested conservatively at 7%, that $28,000 would grow to over $55,000 in 10 years without you adding another penny. Is that new car smell really worth tens of thousands of dollars? I think we both know the answer to that one. True financial freedom isn't about driving something flashy. It's about knowing your money is working for you instead of draining away in your driveway. Every dollar you spend on a rapidly depreciating asset is a dollar that's not growing for your future. Cars are tools, not trophies. If you're serious about building wealth, shift your mindset from what looks good to what makes sense. You can still enjoy the ride. Just make sure it's not costing you your financial independence. After all, wouldn't you rather take that vacation or retire early than pour your savings into a machine that loses value faster than ice melts in July? 4. Starting a business without a plan to step back. Imagine this. You spent decades working for others, building their dreams instead of your own. Now, you're ready to break free. You want to start your own business. Create something that finally gives you the freedom you deserve. Sounds perfect, right? Unfortunately, there's a harsh reality waiting around the corner. Owning a business isn't freedom unless it can run without you. Many small business owners end up working longer hours, earning less per hour, and feeling more stressed than when they had a regular job. Ask Maria, who left her corporate job to open a bakery. 5 years later, she's successful by most measures, but hasn't taken vacation in 3 years, works 70-plus hours weekly, and can't remember the last time she had dinner with her family without being interrupted by a work call. Contrast that with David, who started a property management company, built systems, hired key staff, and now takes 2 months off annually while the business continues generating income. What's the difference? One built a job, the other built a system. If you're starting a business, here's exactly what to do before you even open your doors. Begin by mapping out the 3 core functions of your business: operations, sales, or marketing, and financial administration. For each of these areas, design one key process that can be delegated from day one. This might be customer onboarding and operations, follow-up emails in sales, or invoice processing in finance. Then select specific tools to automate each process. Maybe Calendly for scheduling, MailChimp for email sequences, QuickBooks for invoicing, or Notion for documentation and process tracking. Start with this framework, then read books like The E-Myth Revisited or Built to Sell for deeper strategies on creating a business that works without you. Remember, if you can't take a 2-week vacation within your first year of business without everything falling apart, you've built a job, not a business. True entrepreneurial freedom comes when your business generates income whether you show up or not. That's what lets you travel, rest, or spend time with the people who matter without checking your phone every hour. The Bureau of Labor Statistics reports that 20% of small businesses fail in the first year and 50% by year 5. But here's the real trap. Even successful businesses often become full-time jobs with longer hours and more stress, just with a fancier title on your business card. Don't fall into this trap. Build a business that serves you, not the other way around. Freedom isn't about working harder. It's about working smarter. 5. Whole life insurance. Let me ask you something. How many times have you been pitched on whole life insurance as the ultimate 2-in-1 solution? Life coverage and investment growth all wrapped up in one neat package. Sounds perfect, right? Wrong. Here's the truth. Whole life insurance is a financial trap disguised as security. A 45-year-old man buying $500,000 in coverage might pay $400 yearly for term life insurance versus $4,000 yearly for whole life. That's 10 times more, and most of that extra money goes to fees, commissions, and complexity, not your benefit. Think about Paul from Michigan. He paid $650 monthly into his whole life policy for 20 years, $156,000 total, only to receive a cash surrender value of $98,000. Meanwhile, his twin brother Mark bought term insurance for $50 monthly and invested the remaining $600 difference in an S&P 500 index fund, growing to over $380,000. Same coverage, dramatically different outcomes. The worst part? When you die, your family typically gets just a death benefit. The cash value you've been building for decades stays with the insurance company. Fancy financial handcuffs indeed. So here's what you need to do instead. Buy simple term life insurance for 20 or 30 years while you have dependents or debts. Then invest the rest yourself in low-cost index funds or ETFs. This gives you more control, better growth potential, complete transparency, and lower fees. Number 300-page contracts designed to confuse you. Ask yourself this. Would you rather hand over thousands to an agent's commission or build wealth on your own terms? The choice should be clear. 6. Buying gold as jewelry. Gold jewelry. The timeless investment your grandmother swore by. It feels especially reassuring during uncertain times, doesn't it? But let's get brutally honest here. Most gold jewelry is an investment. It's a luxury purchase with a hefty markup. That $3,000 necklace? It might contain only $800 worth of actual gold. Nearly 75% of what you're paying goes toward design, branding, and retail overhead, not the precious metal itself. Industry estimates show most gold jewelry loses 30 to 70% of its value the moment you walk out the store. Good luck selling it later. Buyers care only about melt weight, not sentimental value. Take Susan from Dallas, who collected investment-grade jewelry worth $25,000, only to sell it for $7,600 during retirement. The jeweler explained they were only interested in the melt value of the gold, not the craftsmanship or designer names she'd paid premium prices for. If you truly want to invest in gold as an inflation hedge or portfolio diversifier, take a smarter approach. Buy physical gold through certified dealers like APMEX or JM Bullion, Or consider gold ETFs like GLD or IU through brokers like Fidelity or Schwab. These options come with lower fees and none of the storage concerns. Jewelry has emotional significance, but don't confuse sentimentality with financial strategy. If you're buying it for beauty and enjoyment, that's wonderful. Just don't expect it to fund your retirement. Be honest with yourself. Are you making an investment or indulging in a luxury? Your future self will thank you for clarity today. 7. Lending money to family and friends. They needed help. You had the money. You said yes because that's what good people do. But here's the painful truth. Personal loans often transform into donations, damaging relationships along the way. According to Bankrate, 46% of people who lend money to family or friends end up losing both money and trust. Picture Robert, who lent his brother-in-law $30,000 for a business venture. 5 years later, after receiving just $2,000 back, the business failed, leaving Robert resentful and financially strained. The solution lies in structuring help properly. If you can afford to give money with no strings attached, say so explicitly. This is a gift, not a loan. If you prefer a formal arrangement, use apps like Zero or Loan Builder to document terms and set repayment schedules. For larger amounts, consider becoming an investor instead of a lender. If your business succeeds, we both win. If it fails, there's no debt hanging over us. Aligning incentives protects both finances and relationships. Remember, securing your own financial future isn't selfish. It's essential. Only then can you truly help others without compromising your peace or dignity. Before lending money, ask yourself, am I prepared to lose this amount forever? If the answer is no, reconsider. True generosity comes from a place of abundance, not sacrifice. We've uncovered 7 wealth-draining assets today, each one cleverly marketed as smart, but secretly keeping you poor. From real estate myths to emotional lending traps, these pitfalls are costing you thousands, if not millions, over your lifetime. Now it's your turn. Which of these revelations hit close to home? Share your story in the comments below. It might inspire someone else to rethink their choices. And don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more insights that challenge conventional wisdom and empower you to build lasting wealth. Together, we can rewrite the rules of financial success. Until next time, remember, true wealth isn't about how loud you shout. It's about how quietly you win.